Hey, stop the cap, stop the cap. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Stop Capping. This is Stop the Cap News. It's November 21st, 2022. Let's get to it. Bob Iger has taken back the helm of Disney CEO with the ousting of Bob Chapek. Chapek has been CEO for the past 2 years during the pandemic, but a lot of things gone wrong, especially with park closures, Disney projects being delayed, Star Wars projects, a lot of stuff, marketing, and especially the stock going down for Disney was a big thing. But I think the final nail in the coffin was what Chapek said publicly about the Don't Say Gay bill for the Florida bill that started a political firestorm. But now that Bob Iger is back, Bob was known recently for closing a deal with Marvel and Fox to acquire more Marvel properties. So now Disney can make all the great Marvel movies that are coming up, especially for X-Men. We can use the word mutant now, and also he jumpstart the whole Disney Plus streaming before he left as CEO. Ironically, now he's back. It feels like that Pacino scene from Godfather 3. Once you thought I was gone, they pull me back in. That's sometimes that's just the way the ball bounces. Anyway, yes. Regarding setbacks and delays, so far so good. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is still on the roll. The reason I'm talking about Quantumania now, we're only a few months away, but Empire Magazine also dropped a picture with Jonathan Majors and Paul Rudd with a scene as with Majors acting as King, Paul Rudd as Scott Lang's Ant-Man, and it looks like they're talking about their little bargain about how they're going to get out of the quantum realm. It was a pretty interesting shot. It's all over online. I'll put a link on the description below. And I look forward to this movie. It's going to be great. For me, it's just like, how are you going to follow up Ant-Man and the Wasp easily with, after Wakanda Forever? It has to be with Quantumania. I love the Black Panther and, the proper send-up for Chadwick and everything that followed, but Quantumania is going to be the movie that has to follow up on how to keep that momentum going for the MCU. I can't wait for this scene.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
It's going to be great. Anyway, unfortunate news. Jason David Frank has died yesterday due to suicide. He was mostly known for playing Tommy Oliver, White Ranger, Green Ranger. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like talking about suicide prevention, but now it's becoming such a growing thing, especially with social media. Social media, if anything, definitely amplified, and it definitely jumpstart a big track record of not just celebrities but everyday people committing suicide. This is the new number for or text 988. I guess they no longer have that 1-800 number, but either way, look for help. If you know a person that needs help, or they don't look like they need help, check on your buddy, check on your family, your immediate family, your closest friends, even co-workers you get along with. You don't know who's suffering. And Jason David Frank was a pop culture icon, made Power Rangers mainstream. He brought martial arts in terms of the North American, American bred martial artist actor. He brought back martial arts into the mainstream, because before that it was really Bruce Lee who mainstream martial arts worldwide. This guy did it. He wasn't as big as Bruce Lee, but he was big enough to still get recognition and be acknowledged by the world as the greatest ranger. And I know a lot of people who are into martial arts, past or present, whether it was casually or they made it a career for themselves, definitely took inspiration for this man right here. We love you, Jason, and may the power protect you all. Next up, we got Deerfield Chronicle free update coming March 2023. Is going to be an additional chapter in the game. If you like Fire Emblem and you love Final Fantasy Tactics, this is the type of game for you. I mean, it is made by Square Enix. Look at that art. Looks great. Next up, we got Front Mission First Remake coming out November 30th, 2022 for the Switch. If you try to purchase this right now, it's just going to say November 2022 pre-order on the website for the Nintendo Store. So a lot of people might get confused about that, but the launch date is going to be November 30th. I was a big fan of the PlayStation, the original PlayStation Front Missions. I got into it once I started playing the second one, and I played the first and third after that. Huge fan of the games. And I mean, it's pretty much a tactical RPG with Gundams, and you could customize your Gundams. You can make them melee, you can make them snipers, you can make them demolitionists with like a rocket launcher. It's great stuff. Anyway, next up news, we got Grand Blue Fantasy Fest event happening 2022-2023 event happening January 20th to the 22nd, 2023 of next year. And we're finally going to get an update on Grand Blue Fantasy Relink demo. The initial release date hopefully sometime in 2023. Apparently it's 2023, but no initial release date yet. And more info on the Grand Blue Fantasy versus Characters DLC. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us. And I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the game that's going to be coming out. If no one understands what type of game it is, it's a multiplayer game and also a game that you can play on your own. If you have friends that have copies of the game, they could join in and play with you anytime. It's basically like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. They could join in the game and leave the game anytime you want, and then your AI will take over your other characters' parties. You have a party of 4. So that's like what I said. You can have multiple people join your party, or you can play solo. If you love X-Men Legends, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, this is the game for you, JRPG-wise also. Next up, yes, we got Gargoyles coming back to the scene.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
It is possible because Dynamite Comics are releasing Gargoyles issue number 1 on December 7th, 2022. The story is going to be by Greg Weisman and George Cambadias. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but yes, I'm a huge fan of Gargoyles. I was one of the biggest fans of Gargoyles growing up. I love watching the after school cartoons. Love the toys. Love the Sega video game where you play as Goliath. I wish this stuff got more recognition. But now it looks like it's gaining a slow revival. There's also a statue model coming out of Goliath, which is pretty cool. If you join the Gargoyle fan clubs online on social media, you'll be able to see it. I'll put a link in the description below. But besides that, guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and keep on gaming. All right, peace.